Hey guys, welcome to another ramble. I wanted to make a really quick recording while the information was so fresh in my mind, but it seems like it's been like an epidemic in the relationship field regarding empaths or highly sensitive people pairing up with people who are emotionally unavailable or narcissistic or dismissive avoidant. And let me tell you, let's just break it down really easy. Okay. Somebody was, I guess, inquiring about their breakup with their partner who had these attributes, and they're really confused. And I think we all start off really confused, right? Because people who are highly sensitive and empathic and just, like caring and generous individuals in general, I think we have emotional intelligence, you know. And if you think about it, if you think about like a narcissist or emotionally unavailable person or a dismissive avoidant, these people are stunted in that arena. So they don't know how to process emotions. They're emotionally stunted or emotionally immature. Yeah, they can feel it. Are they able to identify what they're feeling? Are they able to face like uncomfortable emotions that come up? No. And they probably, I want to say they're probably like, I don't mean to sound like condescending, but honestly, they're probably very childlike in that regard, where they don't know how to accept responsibility or take accountability or consider somebody else's feelings. They don't know how to generate their own self worth, or, they don't know how to relationship. You know, they're at a very, I want to say, elementary phase of that. They have no idea. And yeah, we can make excuses. It can be like, oh, they just don't know any better. But that doesn't excuse the fact that, they can they can mature and grow up and take opportunities to learn from, you know, these blind spots that they have. Is it our responsibility to stick by them while they figure it out? No, it's not. I think like people who are overly caring and sensitive are like, I want to save you, I want to help you, I want to heal with you. But the thing is, you can't change people. They need to want to change, and that takes a certain level of like work, you know. And I think you guys know that these people don't really want to put in too much effort. They want maximum um, gratification with minimal effort, right? And so that's why we're easy to target, because we're just so like eager to give. You know what I mean? But it just needs to. It's simple. They're not mature in the arena of relationshiping, and I think that's why we're attracted to them. And if you think about it, it kind of is like a parent and child dynamic. It's like you're like the responsible one, and you're the one that's doing everything and giving and pleasing and doing and self-sacrificing and neglecting your needs in order to take care of this child in an adult body, right? And it's not good for you. And then a lot of these people, I mean, a lot of like dismissive avoidance or narcs or emotionally unavailable people, because they don't know how to relationship. That's why they keep jumping from person to person. That's why they keep like luring fresh supply in all the time. It's like they don't know how to maintain a long-term relationship. And so once it gets too hard, they jump ship. And that's why you could even call them players, because they're playing a game with you. They're playing a mental game with you. They're getting you emotionally addicted to them, because they know how to do it short term. They know how to like seem or put on a facade or a mask for a short period of time to kind of trick you into believing that, you know, oh my gosh, like I found my ideal partner, but it's just a game and they're playing a game. And if you choose to play along with them, then you know what I'm saying? They're really good at these games. That's how they survive, So how can you expect to like beat them at their game if they've been doing this probably their whole lives? This is the only way they can get by and get supply because they cannot generate things on their own. It's like maximum gratification for minimal effort. And that's why they have this pattern. And that's why, like, for me, it's just like in the beginning of relationships, moving forward, I feel like it's you know what I mean? You just need to, like, kind of like put your emotions aside and be strictly in observational mode. And observational mode could be up to years. Like, you don't really know a person. Like, just because the chemistry is great and, you know, things seem to be like just kind of like fitting together fast, that's already a red flag. It's just like these people are very charismatic, they're very magnetic in the beginning. That's how they lure you in. And then once they got you, it's just like then the mask and the facade falls off and they already have you emotionally addicted to them so that they can, do whatever they want with you, unless you have strong boundaries and unless you are aware of, your self-worth and what you're willing to participate in and what you're willing to, like, tolerate. You know what I mean? And a lot of people have this, like, good child mentality or good child syndrome, and they're just like, well, I'm a good person and I'm loyal, and you know i I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or I don't want to, like, come off as like unsupportive. But you guys, good child syndrome, that probably worked when we were children under the care of our parents, but now that we're adults and we need to kind of like parent ourselves, I mean, would your parents want you to be in a relationship with someone who breadcrumbs you, or, gaslights you, or doesn't reciprocate, or doesn't do their pull their weight in the relation? Would your parent want you to be in a relationship like that? Because basically you're parenting yourself now because you're an adult. And if the answer to that is no, then that means you shouldn't be in a relationship with this person. The thing is, like, yeah, in the beginning they're so apt at, like, luring you in, like I said. But for me, it's just like you need to be, like, not on guard where you're just kind of like so restrictive, but then you definitely need to, like, kind of like keep your composure and keep, like, a, good head on your shoulders and be very observant. And if this person is too charismatic and too good to be true, then they probably are too good to be true. It's just a mask, it's just a front, it's just a facade to get you hooked on them. So it's funny, it's like you gotta go through it to know it. And for me, it's just like I wanna outlet. Oh my goodness, I think the cats are, like, up to no good. But anyways, yeah, if you learned something from this video, cool. If you didn't, that's cool too. But I just wanted to get the information out there because a lot of people seem confused, especially if, like, they ghost you out of nowhere after love bombing you. It's all a control tactic. While when they ghost you, they're off looking for someone else for a supply to replace you. They're keeping their options open there, and they probably have many options. So if one supply doesn't listen or doesn't do what they want, and they're also controlling, right? They have all these different options they can kind of like jump into, when it gets too hard, if they're required to put in work, if they're required to address issues that are obviously, like, um you know damaging your mental well-being. They don't want to deal with that. So yeah, easiest way to beat the players, stop playing the game. just retract your participation, retract your attention, retract your energy, you know? And it's good to catch it early on because I feel like some people invest like decades of their life in these relationships and it's just like, whoa, you know what I mean? Um, Luckily, we're moving into a phase where like people are more aware and we're like educating ourselves and we're helping each other by spreading the information. You know what I mean? So just be aware, you know? And again, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is, you know? I hope you're having a beautiful night. Blessings to one and all. Amen.